Hello and welcome to dig number 6 of the Angelarium Excavation. So let's get right into it. Here we go. This is Hazmed, Angel of Annihilation. I'll let you take a moment. The Unmaker, a terrible sight to behold. The void eating itself and making itself anew. That which should no longer exist is unmade by Hazmed's hands. There is something that needs to be removed. Look upon that which should not be and loose it from existence. The signs of Hazmed are a hood, an eclipse, and an empty field. So this card really speaks to me of hanging on and participating in behaviors and activities that are really detrimental to our well-being, like addiction, for a specific example. Having the ability to call upon Hazmed and annihilate those things in our life which don't work for us any longer is so valuable. Many an alcoholic drug addict, they play this game of, well, I'll switch from hard liquor to beer, or I'll switch from I'll only do it at night, or I'll do less of it. I'll only allow myself to do it on certain days and certain times, and all these games that we play to try to keep our addictions alive because we're not ready to annihilate them. It can also mean relationships. A certain belief that's not working for us. It can mean any number of things in our lives, and we all have to pass through this at least once. Many times for me personally, I've had to call upon the angel of annihilation in my life, and it's very difficult to make the transition from this side of the game playing, trying to keep whatever it is alive because we think we need it, over to completely removing it from our lives. But we are such a strong and resilient species that we can ultimately have success eliminating anything we wish to eliminate in our lives. So it just really takes the dedication of true annihilation to make this happen. So yet again, another very valuable angel here in our evolution journey. Celeste, Angel of Snow, the bravery of happiness in the face of sadness, happiness that stands against the stark cold and does not shiver. The winter is heralded by the fall of snow as Celeste dances, each step as unique as the snowflakes that frolic about this angel. The quiet reveler of winter, Celeste moves over the rime, a bright and joyous visage amidst a harrowing landscape. Its presence brings relief to those who seek escape from an overburdened world. Take refuge from what ails you. It is time to recover. And the signs of Celeste are a snowflake, a seed, and a pine tree. And what I get from this card is to not fall prey to appearances and to not fall prey to outside forces constantly trying to put us in fear, knock us off balance. The media is really good at doing those things. Being able to follow our own inner guidance system, irregardless of what is going on around us. The signs, the snowflake, the seed, and the pine tree. I'm surrounded by pine trees where I live, and the smell of pine trees is like the smell of nature and hope and freedom and life. It's such a powerful, delicious smell to me. And so I can think of that when I smell pine trees. I can think of, go and follow the inner guidance well above and beyond any outer promptings. And the seed, I love that the seed is one of the signs of Seidel. I carry a little baggie of apple seeds with me in my purse. And the reason I do that is because it reminds me that I can plant seeds anytime, anywhere, for any reason. I can plant the seeds of hope in someone who's in despair. I can plant the seeds of thankfulness to someone who feels unappreciated. We are planting seeds all the time in our lives, whether we realize it or not. And to be conscious of the fact that we're planting those seeds is a really powerful thing, because then we can do it intentionally. We can totally do it on purpose, and we can help really bring joy and satisfaction to the lives of those around us by planting these seeds intentionally. So another powerful, wonderful angel. Go within and don't give outer appearances so much power over our lives. That's a very powerful message to me. And now we have Sahaquil, Angel of Sky. The shield bearer and the gatekeeper who stands outside the gateway between Angelarium and the expanse of existence. A benevolent figure whose compassion knows no bound or equal. Sahaquil blesses and protects, shielding us from storm and fire alike. The sky forms a ring around the earth many times over. Its movement forms the clouds, obscures the sun, and remind us that Sahaquil stands guard. And the signs of Sahaquil are a shield, a ring, and a blessing hand. So what I love so much about this card is it really speaks to me of all of my guides and angels that are all around me all the time, protecting me, guiding me, speaking to me, trying to get me to open up to all the wonders and magic around me. And what is really brilliant to me about this card as well is you've got this beautiful triple circle design behind the head of Sahaquil, and it's like this gorgeous compass, like a celestial compass, right? And then this angel has rings around both wrists and around the waist, and then rings coming around the body, but none of them are tight and constrictive. They are all loose. They do not restrain Sahaquil, just like we are not restrained by our guides or our angels, our guardian angels, or any celestial being that is there for our highest good. They come and they show up as a golden ring of suggestion. They show up as a golden ring of intuition, and they enter our lives and our minds and our hearts very gently and very peacefully. And the messages are, I have been training myself how to listen to nature and to my guides and to my intuition for a number of years now. And the more I do it, the more wisdom I glean from all of them. And it's within us all, and it's meant to be used, and we are meant to have communications with the unseen. And I am not talking about low vibration dark spirits or anything like that. I am talking about raising our vibration in order to be able to hear the messages that are being sent to us for our highest good. They are being sent all day, every day, all night, every night. They come to us through dreams. They come to us through movies, through books, through music, through clouds, you name it. We can get messages all around us, and I speak of this a lot. So to me, This is, we are guided and protected, absolutely. And we can choose whether to use that guidance and protection. We can choose to be conscious of that, and we could choose to be ignorant of that. The full range of choice is open to us at every moment, and we can always change our mind. I was not aware of this for a very long time, and then there were times where I was slightly aware of it, but I didn't bother to give it the respect that it deserved. And now I do, and my life is so much different as a result of giving respect and my listening ear, so to speak, my ability to listen. My life is just completely different and so much more rich and fulfilling. And one more thing about this card is that whenever somebody in my life passes away, and I've had a lot of people and some animals that I have lost over the years, anytime somebody passes from the physical realm, they become part of what I refer to as my army of angels. And I never want anybody to join that army of angels. But when somebody passes away that loves you, they have ultimate power to see your entire life from a new perspective, because they're no longer in the limited view of the physical. They now have the wide, expansive view of the spiritual. So they are guiding us. Those that love us that are gone now are constantly guiding and directing us for our higher good. And that brings me extreme great comfort to know that. And Sahaquil, Angel of Sky, is a constant reminder of that. And then we've got the golden rings of guidance and the golden rings of suggestion and the looseness of them, which says that we always have the power of choice. Oh, what an amazing angel. Remiel, Angel of Visions. I am so excited to read this card here. I am so excited to start using this deck. Very, very excited. Okay, here we go. The Shepherd of Good Graces, a shining light in the distance, beckoning us forward into the future. The green pastures beyond the next hill are hard to see. Remiel assures us that things will get better. It whispers, something is coming, and it is beautiful. Keep pushing toward the horizon, toward the setting sun. As the light fades, you feel as if someone is watching you. Far in the distance, you see a lone figure walking, a dove on its shoulder. You stop for a moment to marvel at this vision. When you move again, it is gone. You hear a flutter of feathers as the dove lands gracefully on your shoulder. The signs of Remiel, Angel of Visions, are a cane, the rising sun, and a white dove. Okay, so Remiel speaks very much to me about being able to stay the course even when things don't look like they're working out. Sometimes when we're passionate about something, we set out on this path of where we believe we're divinely guided to do a certain thing, and we do it, and there's no recognition, there's no appearance that we're doing the right thing, but in our hearts that we feel that we are. So many people at this point end up abandoning their dream because it's not going the way that they thought it would go, or the way that they thought it looked like it should look. And this card reminds me of, stay the course. Just when you're following your heart's desire, your true heart's desire, nobody ever said it was gonna be easy. Nobody ever said that we were gonna have it all handed to us on a silver platter. So This card very much speaks to me about, yes, just keep honoring your vision, honoring the vision of what you're doing, and honoring the visions that come to you. Because a lot of times we'll start out on a path, and what'll end up happening is we will, other things will come up on that path to assist us in our goal that we never even saw coming or thought of or anything. But when we stay true to the vision and we stay open to visions coming into our lives, then we end up, it always looks different. Everything I do always looks different at the when I reach the cycle of completion than it did when I started. So there's no difference here. So to honor our vision and to honor the visions that come to us, and to know that, you know, it's very difficult in Western society to give a lot of credence to visions, because not only are we not trained to do it, but those of us who do it and do it openly are actually ridiculed and not taken seriously in life a lot of times. Well, I'm here to say that I honor my vision and I honor my visions, and I respect deeply those around me that do the same. They are the ones who forge a path of success where there was no path for success. They're the ones who sit in a storm and can remain calm. They are the ones that I aspire to model my life in that same vein of honoring our visions. So another wonderful angel we have here. Okay, now we have Zadkiel, Angel of Mercy. What an interesting looking fellow this is here, huh? Okay, here we go. The one who metes out forgiveness and the one who judges transgression. Zadkiel is the swift gavel as well as the crushing hammer. Those who have sinned against your fellow man, Zadkiel may relieve you of your punishment. But in asking you submit yourself to the scales of the angel's judgment and wrath. Zadkiel sees all the cracks and seams of the soul, finds all the things we cover up to convince ourselves of the illusion of a moral existence. Zadkiel reminds us to reveal our failings openly and be judged by those that have the power to forgive. It is only the just who may make such a reckoning. So this card really speaks to me about divine justice and about the justice system that we carry around within our souls. We know deep down inside when we're kidding ourselves, when we think we're being moral, but we're really letting ourselves off the hook, or we're letting ourselves behave in a way that we shouldn't be allowing ourselves to. And, you know, a lot of that stuff is really run rampant in our world right now. People are not holding themselves to account, in my opinion, especially the ones that are out there in the public eye, the leaders of the world. To me, many, if not most of them, in my opinion, are very selfish and self-serving and short-sighted, and absolutely do not have the best interest of the people that they're supposed to be serving at heart. So this to me really speaks of that inner justice system, and how it speaks of karma to me as well. It speaks of, if I let myself off the hook for certain behaviors, there is going to be a price to pay down the road. The universe demands balance. The law of balance is active within all of our lives. So, I was given this conscious barometer that we all were given, I think. And when I lie to myself, I know it, and we all do it. We've all done it. We all will do it again in the future. But to be able to pull myself back and say, okay, I'm not being honest with myself here. What am I afraid of? What is stopping me from being honest to myself? Why can't I let something that's harming me or others go? Or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? To just take that inner inventory and say, okay, why am I continuing to lie to myself about this? And again, we're not trained to do that either. Everybody is going around acting like everything we're doing is okay when it's not. And I'm not saying that we're all being bad or evil. I'm just saying that we live in the Western world in a society that lets us off the hook. And there's not as much personal accountability in my society as I would like there to be. There's simply not, And I know that I sound very judgmental when I say that. And I'm willing to risk sounding judgmental to say that, because I think that holding ourselves accountable, using the inner justice system, calling on Zadkiel and saying, you know what, I'm willing to take the consequences of my behavior in order to grow and evolve and really look at myself truly and really take account of what I'm doing in my life or not doing that I should be or shouldn't be, and being able to kind of work my way into better living through the inner justice system. So this guy looks so scary and creepy, but I really love the way he looks, and I really love the message that is brought across here. And another thing about this too that I'd love to bring up is that a lot of times we do get very much caught up in everything we're doing wrong or everything those around us are doing wrong, and we fail to see the things that we're doing right. This is the angel of mercy. So to me, the angel of mercy says, hey, you may be making a mistake here or choosing really poorly here, but you're also doing really well here and you're choosing really well. So we have both within us, you know what I mean? And it's really, to me, this card is about following that inner justice system, calling on Zadkiel, because I'll tell you, whenever I'm thinking it's okay to get away with something, all I have to do is look around at my life, and always, the outside appearance of my life is mirroring my inner behavior, judgments, and beliefs. So all we have to do to know how we're doing is look around, really. And the angel of mercy really helps us to do this. So yet another powerful card. And this brings us to the end of Dig 6.